What's good, y'all? It's your boy JTK, aka Josh Too Cool, and welcome back to another video. Now, we're not doing a reaction video today. Let me fix this before I show it to y'all. Today, what we're gonna be doing is, I think I did a video like this before, but it wasn't set up like how it is right now. Not even close. I completely rearranged things. I gotta clean up a little bit, man. Gotta move some of the stuff, like make it look presentable for y'all. I kind of showed y'all some of what it looks like already, but hey, but yeah, I'm gonna be showing y'all what my home gym looks like, right? Obviously, a lot of us can't go to actual gyms right now, can't train where we normally train. A lot of the times, yeah, I did make a video like this, so I've kind of amped up everything. Um, so a lot of you are probably, like, some of you who are watching this video probably don't have, the budget to buy some of the stuff that I'm about to show you. But there are, other things that you can do, right? So first, let's go to the mats, right? Here are my mats. So if you remember from the first video that I did, um, this I had the same mats, but they were a lot smaller. I went ahead and bought me some more today. These are 3 by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 3 by 8. So there's 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, 24. 24 of these, right? This is long enough to do wrestling drills. You could even spar on this. I think if you maybe flip it around, it'll be easier to spar on. But you could easily spar on this. See, I have that there still because add that extra cushioning. What I could have done is I could have added like another yoga mat at the bottom. I'm gonna take y'all to that just now. But then you walk on the mat. It feels like I'm walking an aisleway. Brings you to this, and it brings you to this guy right here. Now, the last time I showed y'all this, I had no water in the base. And now, right, we got water in the base now. Right, so now that we have that, it doesn't move. It's very sturdy. I wouldn't recommend you getting one with the base. Especially if you're not just a boxer, if you Muay Thai, which I sometimes like to practice Muay Thai, which I can practice kicks on, right? You can do kicks on it, but a hanging bag would be suggested by me. This was gifted to me. I did not buy this. This was gifted to me. But yeah, if you were to ask me, I would like, especially if you're a Muay Thai guy or girl. If you do Muay Thai, MMA, mix it up, not just boxing, then I would definitely tell you to get the hanging one. This one is good too. But for some people, it might be a lot more work, and it is a lot of work. But once you finish, then it'll be fine. It'll be just fine, right? So there you have. That's the heavy bag. There are like these things here at the bottom, so I just gotta be careful for those. So try and find a good space where you can put the heavy bag. I put it here. Obviously, there's some boxes here, but I still can move around, right? I still can move around and all that stuff. I can show you guys in a bit. Let me take you to the rest of the gym. So here we have the yoga mat. So here what we do, or what I do here is, push-ups, sit-ups, those normal exercises, right? I got this whole carpet here. Over there is where I make all the reaction videos, all that stuff. You guys probably recognize the Batman poster. So basement's pretty big, but as you can see, like, it looks a lot smaller now that there's more stuff in it. But yeah, this is where I do push-ups, all that stuff. Sometimes I will do it over here. Sometimes. I don't know why. I just sometimes don't. But there are certain exercises that I'll do over there that'll be hard to do on the yoga mat, like mountain climbers or something that'll move a lot. But here, so some of you, if you watched the last one, will remember these two things, right? I don't know if I had the tennis ball here at that point in time. I think I had the weight there as well. This I initially used for pads, and I'll get to that too. I'll get to the equipment and all that stuff as well. So this we don't need anymore, but this I'll just keep it because why not? I'm not gonna throw away these slippers. Maybe someone will need it. This is obviously a medicine ball. You guys know what a medicine ball is. Use it for abs, all that stuff. squatting. Don't worry about that hook thing there. Yeah, don't worry about that. These I still use. I still use these as hit sticks because I see a lot of pro boxers. They use these as well. They use pool noodles. It's so easy to use. So yeah, this tennis ball here can be used for, you know, reaction time exercises. You can have someone throw it to you and be like, you know, catch it here, right, all that stuff. This here, I only have one dumbbell. I plan on getting a lot more. Start lifting a lot more. So yeah, that is a work in progress. I'll probably make a part 3 once I get a lot more equipment. But yeah, speaking of equipment, let's go over here. So don't worry about all this mess here. There's a bunch of mess. So these are, I believe 6-ounce gloves. So my, we can get into a shoe collection another day. That's a whole other video. But my sister, my mom uses these a lot. I rarely use these. I will get into the gloves that I use. I rarely use these. I got this mainly for you know, at first when I got it, this was the only thing that I could afford for sparring gloves and all that stuff. But you know, now my sister uses it, my mom uses it. They like these gloves, and so I just kept it here. Right. We go over here. Here we have the mouth guards. Right. These are only necessary if you're sparring. If you're sparring with other people, I highly suggest you get mouth guards. Probably headgear too, which I don't have right now. Now here, we'll get into the gloves. Here is what is very important, hand wraps. You can get just one pair. I got 3 different pairs. I think the black ones are underneath these gloves or whatever. But you're going to need hand wraps. You're really going to need it, especially if you're hitting the heavy bag and all that stuff. If you're just shadow boxing, then obviously you don't need hand wraps. And you probably aren't watching this video if you're just pure shadow boxing. But yeah. Or you could be shadow boxing and, you know, want some equipment and looking for stuff, right? Looking for ideas. And this hand wrap I haven't used. If I ever have, hold on, my goodness, my brightness is terrible, right? These, let me get into the light here. These red hand wraps I've never used. If I ever have a boxing bout, which I'm not sure I will, depends on how this wrestling thing goes. I haven't used these, so I probably will once I have a boxing bout. I haven't trained in these at all, right? The white and black ones I have, though. I was going to pick up more, but I'm like, maybe another day. Now these. So these white gloves right here, right? I'm not going to pick up both pairs because they're obviously the same. So these I use, you can't train in these. These are 12-ounce gloves, right? These here are 12. These are a lot easier to put on than the ones I'm about to show you, because you could just slide your hand right on. Right, I should have picked up the right one so I could have showed you because I'm recording with my left hand. But these you can slide right on, as you can see here. Right, so yeah, these you could use for sparring. I highly recommend 12 or 14 ounce for sparring. I would recommend 12 ounce. I would, if you told me to just tell you one, I would tell you pick up 12 ounces because these are good for training and sparring. So, and you know, when you're sparring, it doesn't have too much padding, right? But just depends what kind of 14 ounces you get as well. Then they will. Now these ones, jeez, I'm dropping stuff. These ones have a lot of padding. I think I did show you guys these in the last video. These are meant for the heavy bag, right? They're not the same brand. I'll take you back to the heavy bag. They're, you know, go with the heavy bag, right? They have a lot of padding in it, so it really protects your knuckles when you're hitting the heavy bag. But, you know, you see some guys, you know, they be hitting it with, like, those 12-ounce gloves. Sometimes I do hit it with the 12-ounce gloves. But, yeah, those are 16 ounces, by the way. Those are 16-ounce gloves. And also the mouth guards that I dropped, I'll pick that up after I finish the video. But, yeah. Oh, and I forgot about this. The one that I just put up right here. Right? We got the speedball. Now, my PS5 is right there. Now, the way I tested this is really unsafe. But I threw it here. Make sure it can't hit, make sure it can't hit the PS5. I know it's really close. Don't worry about all the teddy bear nonsense on the couch. Focus on the video. I need to clean up over there. But this here, this is a lot more like a reaction, you know, thing. So I'm going to set you guys up. All right, so my camera did cut off. Apologies for that. So hopefully y'all can see me. I'm going to turn my camera a little bit here, right, so y'all can see this. So this obviously most of you boxers know this is a speed bag. Hopefully y'all can see me there. So right now I'm using this as a reflex bag. So as you can tell here, I taped up this this wire that was connected to the ivy or the beam of your basement, or more to the, like, ceiling. I taped it up here, hooked up the not the heavy bag, the speedball, and obviously it's really, as you can see, I'm stepping on things here, right? Just gotta clean up there. You don't necessarily need a lot of space because in a real fight, right? If you're cornered, this is perfect, right? Because you're right. Ooh, and the good thing about it is sometimes it'll hit the pole and then come to you. So I'm gonna try and do that. Right? So you really got to get that reflex timing, right? So, ooh, yep, right? So you got to time it properly. So, all that stuff, right? Pop, pop, hey, hey. It's unpredictable where it'll go, right? See, I got to be careful here because there's a pole right here. There's a steel pole right here. So if I punch this, my hands are done, right? Never gonna box again. So most likely if I'm punching it hard, right? So if you decide to do this, if you just have to put in your pole, be careful with what you're doing, because if you accidentally pop, oh, you're done, right? Like I said, you're not gonna box again, right? So you gotta be careful. Bang, pop, bang, pop, pop, pop. Oh, right. You can't throw a right hook in that scenario. Pop, 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 right, pop, pop. Work on your reflexes. Oh, pop, pop. I kind of skimmed the pole there. But you get the point, right? And so that's what I use, right? Because I don't necessarily have the wooden thing. Let me make sure we still on. Yeah. So I don't necessarily have the wooden thing. As you guys know, they have it, usually against the wooden plate or whatever you call that nonsense. And that's what they use as a speedball. This doesn't have to be used as a speedball, as you guys just saw. Right, I'm using it as a pop, hey, reflex ball, right? Oh, dodge, right? All that good stuff, right? And so that's pretty much it. That's my home gym. That is what I've been working out in. I've updated it continuously. Yeah, once I get more stuff, then I'll definitely do a part 3, because obviously we got the shoe collection there. Don't got a lot of shoes, but got a few there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And obviously we got my gaming station over there, and we got my gym over here. It's perfect, right? The only thing that's not perfect is that the walls are unfinished, right? And I got it a lot. Every time I go on Omegle, people are like, oh, your basement's unfinished, whatever stuff. Or when I'm calling somebody that I haven't really called before, they're like, is your basement unfinished, right? And so that's the only imperfect thing about this. To be honest, this gym isn't perfect, right? But it's my, ultimate home gym. It's what I feel comfortable doing, right? And that's all that matters when you're making your home gym. That's all that matters, is that, are you comfortable doing it, what you're doing, right? Because for some people, they'll be like, oh, that's not right, right? Some people will be like, that's the speedball's not supposed to be used for that, man. Come on, right? But if you feel comfortable doing it, if you feel, whatever you feel comfortable doing, if you have an idea, you got to be creative when you're making your own home gym, right? Especially if you don't have a lot of space to work with. It seems like I have a lot of space to work with. I had quite a bit of space, actually. But if you don't have a lot of space, you got to be creative. And that's what I did here, right? We got the yoga session here, right? We got the, the weights, all that stuff there. Another thing I did want to show you guys, and which I do have in my bag, right? I'll show you this one last thing. It's supposed to be on that shelf over there. It's in my bag because I am training people currently. Is these bad boys right here. Now, if you can't get these, and obviously if you don't know what this is, these are pads or mitts, punch mitts, whatever you want to call them. If you can't get these right here, and I couldn't get these for the longest time, you go back to my last video I did on this. These bad boys right here. Go to the dollar store. Pick up yourself a pair of cheap slippers and use these as pads. Hold these, right? Get someone to hold it like this, right? And punch, right? That's what you can use, right? Use these as hit sticks, right? I didn't get these right away. I didn't, right? And so That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna put this on the shelf where it belongs, and I'll put the other one there as well. So that's what I'm talking about, man. You gotta be creative when it's coming to this, and you really gotta, experiment with the space that you have. Excuse me, experiment with everything, right? If you buy equipment and you don't necessarily have, because for the speed bag, you got to have a drill and all that stuff to put a hole. If you don't have all that stuff, don't worry about that. You can easily do that. Get a rope or something, right? Tape it up or something like that. Tape it up, hook it, tape that, and I know that sounded confusing, but you guys are creative. You can figure it out. And I got the mats here. I got these at the dollar store. And they work fine, right? I'm jumping on them, right? I'm moving, right? These are good mats, right? And this is something you find at like a kid's playground or something like that. And that's what I'm using. So you could go to the dollar store and get so much there. You could get so much at the dollar store, right? But that is going to wrap this up. It sounds like I'm out of breath because I'm continuously talking. I've been coaching a lot of people recently boxing. If you are interested in getting more tutorials on YouTube about boxing or wrestling or any MMA, there are certain MMAs that I cannot teach because I'm not very experienced in those. I'm not going to try and teach something that I don't know or know nothing about. And so let me know in the comment section below. What do you guys want to know? What do you guys want to learn? And I'll tell you if I can. If I can do it. If it's wrestling, for sure. Boxing, for sure. Kickboxing, Muay Thai, definitely. Right? And so just let me know, and I'll get the video out for you. Because, like I said, obviously I'm more of a reaction channel right now, but I would love to do more stuff like this. The reason I haven't is because I got a mild concussion from sparring, and that's why I've been taking a break. As you can see, I'm feeling much better. We're nearly 100% recovered. I can't spar until maybe August, September, though. They said minimum 30 days. I'm going to take as much as rest as I need. When I feel like I'm ready to get back, I will. But, yeah, that's going to wrap it up for this video. I'll see you guys in the next video, which will probably be a reaction video. But let me know, do you guys want tutorials on boxing, all that stuff? Because I can definitely bring those back. Because I know I did a couple before. But yeah, that's going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. Hit the notification bell so you're up to date with all the videos. Most importantly, stay cool. I'm gone. Yeet.